point
Yeah.
is of like learning to be self-aware of where you are on the spectrum of
Yeah.
giving of yourself versus doing what you need for yourself. And so let's sub in a child for your dog in your case, and then think about the work scenarios you've had where you have facilitated realities where folks are expecting to
Oh, yeah.
be able to always go to you and you will take care of everything and you are the nurturer, because we do this at work too, where
Yeah.
we show up being quote unquote kind and loving feminine
Yeah.
beings, right? And that translates to is, you're the one who always, as soon as you meet people, even at work, you say, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know. And then
Yeah.
so then you start volunteering for certain tasks that by themselves no big deal, but when you start doing this stuff regularly, you start to
Mhm.
facilitate an identity for yourself and
Yeah.
expectations from others that
Right.
you will take care of everything and you will do everything and you will be the one that stays late and you will be the one that wipes the table after we walk out from having a working lunch meeting,
Yeah.
in the boardroom or whatever. And so it's really, to me, the conversation, what I'm hoping folks take from this is just, first of all, starting to have an increased self-awareness about where do you fall on the spectrum, because again, most of us don't realize how much we do or don't do this. Now, to your point earlier, Lane, I also want to call out for the ladies who are like independent woman stand up. Some of y'all, love you, or have gone so extreme on the independent woman thing. I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that, that you've taken the spirit of this and it's gotten to a point where you've created some new or different types of
Yeah.
challenges because you're over here independent woman and in it, to the point where uh there are challenges in your relationships, be it dating, parenting, or at work, where you're going so hard in I'm putting myself first that you miss the part about where the relationship component comes in.
Exactly.
So
That's a
the
good.
whole point of all of this discussion is to give varying scenarios, be it babies, animals, work, parenting, dating, what have you, to give you all an opportunity to just pause and say, where am I on the spectrum of my perspective on
Mhm.
where I get to fit on my priority list? That's really what this all comes down to.
Right. Yeah, and I also have been thinking just a couple things. One being that, when we peel back the layers of social conditioning and the things that we're taught, we can be more in touch with what is truly within us and what we truly want. And so I think not all women really want to be a mother. And I mean, you for one, like that is the truth. But I think we're taught that we should want that. Or like, for instance, maybe you're taught, like, based on your environment, like if you're really on the other extreme, like I'm an independent woman, like I don't want children, but like maybe you're or I don't want this kind of relationship, whether it's children or we're talking family, but you know you might have been so you might be like reacting so much to things that you've seen or heard or been taught that you're
Mhm.
not actually in touch with your true self of what
Right,
what
of like
you
how you really
really
actually feel about it.
you really
Mhm.
actually feel